With me now, Democratic Congresswoman Stacey Plaskett. She is a former Trump impeachment manager. Thank you for being with me. Let's start here with this, the video of this tour led by GOP Congressman Barry Loudermilk. With the video, the chairman released this letter, said that individuals on the tour photographed and recorded areas of the complex not typically of interest to tourists, including hallways, staircases, and security checkpoints. Loudermilk says nothing about this was suspicious. What do you see here? Do you think this was a recon tour?
Well, whether it was a reconnaissance tour or not, what I think is most disturbing as a member of Congress is that one of my colleagues who saw what happened on January 6th knew that he was with a substantial group of individuals who were taking pictures of the facility, of the campus, and did not of his own volition try and come forward and say, hey, these are some people, I don't know if they did anything wrong, but we just had an assault on our Capitol, and maybe you should take a look at them. Maybe Justice Department, maybe FBI, these are individuals that you should look at, and here are their names and their phone numbers. That would be the normal course of someone who cared about this institution, cared about the safety of their colleagues, and cared about an attempted overthrow of the government. The fact that not only did he not share that information, but he was disingenuous when he said that he was visiting with a family with small children, which we learn is not entirely the case as it was, leads into question all of his statements thus far.
The vice chair of the committee, Liz Cheney, she has now teased out what the next hearing tomorrow will be about. And she played a clip of the testimony from Eric Hirschman, who's a Trump White House attorney. This is about some conversation with John Eastman, who wrote the memo about what Vice President Pence should have done on January 6th from their perspective. Let's watch.
He started to ask me about something dealing with Georgia and preserving something potentially for appeal. And I said to him, are you out of your effing mind? Right? I said, I only want to hear two words coming out of your mouth from now on. Orderly transition. Eventually he said, orderly transition. I said, good, John. Now I'm going to give you the best free legal advice you're ever getting in your life. Get a great effing criminal defense lawyer. You're going to need it.
It's a single clip, but what do you hear? What's the value here for the American people, for the committee, and what we're hearing from Hirschman?
Well, I think I'm hopeful that the American public will get out of this, those independents, those individuals who are sitting on the fence about what happened on January 6th, is that they are hearing in clear terms, in stark reality evidence, the individuals who worked for Donald Trump, who worked for President Trump, who were part of his inner circle, who they themselves say that this was incomprehensible what happened, that the president knew that what he was purporting in terms of winning the election was a lie, and that the actions of January 6th were, in the estimation of many of the individuals, particularly the one you showed just now, criminal activity, and that there was criminal implications for them. As someone who worked at the Justice Department, worked for the Deputy Attorney General during a Republican administration, I have to tell you that they have to be watching all of this. They have to be thinking about all of this, and they need to make the right decision about what they're going to do. I agree with the chairman that the evidence speaks for itself, and that the use of the committee to force the hand of the Justice Department should be absolutely unnecessary, and that the committee is doing an incredible job of sharing information with the American public and with the Justice Department. The Justice Department could simply subpoena all of this information from the committee and make the case themselves.
So you believe, and you said that it's unnecessary to your characterization, force the hand, but of course the DOJ will decide on its own, independent of a referral. But you agree with Chairman Thompson, who says that there will not be, you believe there should not be any referral for former President Trump or anyone else, a criminal referral to DOJ as part of this investigation?
Victor, be clear. I did not say should not. I said is unnecessary.
I'm asking.
It is unnecessary. I think it's unnecessary for them to have to do that because I believe that the Justice Department is keenly watching this. They have access to all of this information should they request it, if they have not already. I'm unaware of that. And that there is, of course, sufficient evidence to infer that criminal activity took place, and it is their job to do the investigation, the indictment of individuals, to see that there is probable cause of criminal activity taking place, and to then make the case in a criminal court of law, which has a standard different than is necessary by the January 6th committee, to find beyond a reasonable doubt that individuals did in fact commit sedition, treason, an attempted coup, criminal intent, larceny, burglary, attempted assault, attempted assassination, attempted murder of elected officials in this country.
Congresswoman Stacey Plaskett, representing the U.S. Virgin Islands, thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Victor.